Asagao Academy, Normal Boots Club.
Hello there everybody, this is Vinton7 on my Binton Gaming channel and welcome to a new series. This is a series of a game called Asagao Academy or Asagao Academy or Asagao Academy or Asagao. I don't know, you're probably going to hear me pronounce it many different ways throughout the course of this series. Anyway, this is a romance visual novel, and you know, for those of you who have been loyal followers, you guys remember me doing Tokyo School Life? Hayukanatsu? Black Hawaii. Why did I, of all the words here, I butchered the word blue. Anyway, so, well, let's just go ahead and get into this. It's a story of a girl with pink hair and this girl with red hair and normal boots. Yeah, normal boots guys and hidden block people. If you guys know what those are, that's this game. You guys, if you don't know what that is, then yeah, this you'll find out. Anyway, so that's Hana. It's a character with pink hair. Yeah, and I keep looking over this way. I apologize. It's just, I'm going to try to not do that much. It's a force of habit. Anyway, the train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home. Oh, yeah, sweet. I can hit the space bar to progress everything. I don't know if that's better. After this episode's recorded, I'm gonna, test out the recordings and stuff. But anyway, across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. Sounds like a dork. What is this? He was deeply entranced in whatever article he was reading and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. It had been almost an hour, in fact, and he hadn't looked at me once. Well, sounds like a dork, firstly, and secondly, sounds like a jerk, so whatever. Devoid of conversation, I took instead to counting the buttons on the pretentiously lush carmine seat cushions. 1, 2, 3, 21, 22. Somebody needs to go back to kindergarten and learn how to count, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, and so forth, over and over. Forget what I said about the other dude being a dork. Our main character here sounds like the real dork here. Anyway, now and again, I turned to look out the window where the trees were blurring by. Sometimes the smeared green would break and reveal the quiet blue of the Sea of Japan. Okay, eventually this rapidity, I can't even pronounce English words. I don't understand why I'm having so much trouble today. It's like 1 in the morning, so this is exciting. Made my stomach churn, and I went back to counting the buttons on the seat cushions. 1, 2, 3. The train compartment shuddered around us. My eyes wandered to the boy and his jacket. It wasn't the school-issued blue that I and the other students on the train were wearing. Instead, it was a green, varsity-like jacket with an embroidered patch poorly sewn on the front. I recognize this guy. You guys know who this is? You'll find out soon if you don't know. Oh man, I gotta do a voice. So you're a first year then? He folded his newspaper neatly, set it in his lap, and looked at me with a half-interested gaze. Did he just catch me staring? Now that the paper was gone, I saw his face. He watched me through heavy-lidded eyes. His hair was immaculately groomed, his teeth straight and blindingly bright. There was something about him, the way the light hit him, that made him look like he was almost sparkling. Whoa, look at this guy. He's sparkling. Like, look at what? I wish I could sparkle, but, I don't. Me? Oh gosh, we have to do girl voices. I forgot. It's been a while. Okay, I need to bring out my inner girl voice. He glanced around the compartment, empty besides us, and laughed.
Oh, no, I'm not a first year. I'm a third year.
Hopefully this won't get annoying for you guys. The train began to slow, metal wheels groaning against metal tracks. The sudden shift threatened to rob me of whatever was left in my stomach, but I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, willing myself to keep it together. What kind of impression would I leave, puking on a student before I even arrived at the academy? Oh my gosh, don't do that, bruh. Like, this kid's sparkling. Have you ever seen a sparkling person? No. The boy frowned. I picked I picked at the hem of my cotton skirt. "That's not possible. I've never seen you before." It took me a moment of mouth fishing to find a response.
It's because I'm a transfer student.
He laughed again. "A transfer student, huh? We don't get many of those." I feel like my voice for this guy has changed very drastically, very lots of times. Anyway, "A transfer student, we don't get many of those." I removed my acceptance letter from the front pocket of my uniform. The paper, heavyweight, off-white, had accumulated creases from my reading and rereading, as if the words might have changed since the last time I read it. The boy took it, studied it, and then handed it back to me.
"I'll see you around."
"Well then, Hana. Well then, Hana, I suppose I'll see you around," as the guy just said, with his real voice. He smiled at me and picked up his suitcase lying next to him. By the time I hiccuped a response, he was already gone from the compartment. I stared out into the empty hallway of the train. It was then that I realized that he, having gotten it from my acceptance letter, knew my name, and I never got his. Well, knowing the way that things go, you're probably going to see him again. And then everything goes to black. The train settled at the station, and I filed out with the rest of the uniformed students. It was in early April, and the last frost of winter had come and gone. The trees were already green, their leaves shivering in the occasional gust weaving through them. The air was mild, only a few clouds hanging in the sky. I walked along the road with a swarm of blue-jacketed bodies, looking at the little groups breaking off from the crowd. Everyone was buzzing so animatedly around me. Aha, I can get some words. I held my suitcase tight in my sweaty hands. It was leather-bound and worth more than anything it contained. It wasn't far to the school, and I was, for maybe the first time in my life, thankful that what I owned didn't amount to much. My school issued black Oxfords clicked on the pavement. I walked this walk over and over in my mind. So many nights I lay awake, imagining what it would be like to walk from the train station to Asagao Academy. Roll credits. This first time. My new start. I always imagined that everything would change for me on this walk, that somehow everything would be magically different. But as I looked around, I realized nothing had changed. Right, because, like, did you just close your eyes and then open them and be like, whoa, it's the same world. I didn't magically teleport somewhere. I don't know. I hadn't changed. Oh, okay. So it's more like an inner battle than an outward battle. You can see things around you, right? By the time I reached the massive gate to the academy, I forgot all about the disappointment slouching in the back of my throat. The school, framed by the gate's twisting black metal, was just as beautiful as the glossy photos I saw in its pamphlets. This was it, Asagao Academy. I glanced around. Oh my gosh, I have an itch in my eye. It's fantabulous. The swarm of students gathered around the gate. Beyond it, tiny blue people bounced around the academy's main building. That's a little racist, is it not? A girl pressed a button to one side of the gate. The excitement in the air was almost palpable. A few moments later, the black gate, with great effort, creaked outwards and cleared the pathway. As the rest of the group shifted into motion, I followed along, a sheep in the herd. My stomach tied itself into knots. Sounds painful. You probably need to go to the hospital if you were literal about that. The crowd split off into different directions. For a moment, I panicked. Oh no, I can't blend in anymore. What am I gonna do? A tired-looking man with graying hair called out for the first years, a cluster of fresh-faced students gathering around him. Okay, this dude with gray hair. Okay. Tall boy. What a great description. He sounds like a very important character. Hey, look at that girl! I turned. A few feet away, a small group of boys were pointing at me and snickering. Posh boy. Pink hair, are you kidding me? How desperate can you get? Hot shame crawled down my neck. Sounds attractive. I attached myself to a group of girls, following a few steps behind them. In the distance, cicadas hummed in time to my shoes crunching against the gravel. You guys are probably facepalming like a million times a second, if that's even possible. My hair, it wasn't my fault that my hair looked like this. I know, I had, like, cancer, and, like, all of a sudden my hair was pink, and I couldn't dye it any different color. I was attacked by aliens. Luckily, I found myself at the girls' dormitory, a large sign in the lawn reading Primrose House. The building dwarfed me in size and sheer intimidation. How many students did Asagao have? It's a girl. She looks like the girl on the main menu screen. As I approached the building, a red-headed girl lingering nearby caught my attention. I looked away, then looked back. She was staring at me. She walked over. Oh no, you have to actually be social. Oh man, no more talking in your head. Whoa, I feel like I don't even have to read this. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Question mark, question mark, question mark. I didn't mean to interrupt your speaking. Here, let me give you another chance at that.
Oh, you must be my roommate.
Okay, I don't even have to read that because YOLO. I eyed her warily. She was smiling and bouncing in a way that suggested her views on life were akin to a perpetual bouncy castle.
What? Me? What?
Bingo.
Of course, you silly. Let me guess, room 325? I thought back to the paper I received a month prior with a list of all the supplies I needed for the year and my dorm arrangements.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my gosh, you know what's funnier than 324? 325. Oh my gosh.
She laughed, but I couldn't figure out what was so funny. Me neither, honestly. Was she laughing at me? Wow, you're already jumping to the worst of conclusions. When I found my roommate was a transfer student, I knew you were gonna be a total main character. Literally. Okay, I'm sorry. One character has to have that voice, you know? The, oh my god, that voice, you know? I rock that voice.
I'm sorry, a what?
When I saw you outside the gate, I knew it was you. I mean, look at that hair. Oh no, now she's gonna like immediately jump to the worst conclusion about her hair. She's gonna be like, oh no, I'm a tomato. I felt a lump forming in my throat. What was she talking about? My hair is perfectly normal. She had to be making fun of me. I hadn't spent more than 5 minutes on campus and I was already being mocked. My hands began to tremble.
Is there something wrong with my hair?
Oh no. You've upset redhead girl, Hana. Like, what are you gonna do? Her face slackened from its amused smile to a more worried expression. Then she began to laugh again.
Oh, no. It's great. I'm sorry.
Okay, if this is gonna be a trend where like sometimes the characters will read the entirety of certain lines, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
We're getting off on the wrong foot, aren't we? Oh, gosh. I'm Mai Sasaki. You must be Hana.
Keep reading them. My Sasaki, you can read all the lines if you want to. I'm okay with it not doing anything. I bowed my head.
Hello.
Man, that reminded me of freaking Balloon Boy. Check that out.
Hello.
It's nice to... Oh, I started reading Anna's text with a freaking intimidating voice. It's just terrible.
It's nice to meet you, Mai. Oh, my.
All your school books are waiting in our room with your welcome letter, and I read the envelope. I hope you're not mad. Mai started walking towards the dorm's front doors. I followed behind like a lost puppy. If there's, you know, that's the best way to do it, you know. Did you check at the front desk already?
No, I didn't. I didn't know I was supposed to.
Good. They'll offer to have a staff member give you a tour of the campus, but I can show you around. We don't get very many transfer students in year 3, you know. Oh, is that your only bag? Just the one? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm glad I brought an extra bag of stuff to decorate our room with. I started already. I hope you don't mind. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun with that. If you guys think that's annoying, like, just go leave. 'Cause I'm having fun with that. But I did wait. Excuse me. But I did wait to string the lights. I thought we could do it together, you know. She spoke quickly, with the words bubbling from her mouth like rabies, and left me no time to answer until the end of her monologue. Oh no.
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
She held the front door open for me and I hurried inside. Girls filed up and down the hallway, howling greetings and exchanging vague niceties. Nice ties. Nice ties. They just took the word nice and the word ties. You put them together, nice ties, you know? It's one word. That were, more often than not, how's your break? And look how tan you got. Okay. I have no additional comment. It seemed like everyone knew each other. It's like everybody has been together for like 3 years. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? I followed Maya as she led me through the maze of students and up 2 flights of stairs. Each dorm floor looked the same as the last. Narrow white doors lining both sides of the pale pink walls. Thin gold numbers were tacked to the front of each, the numbers rising as we climbed. As they do. You're not missing anything with the campus tour, I promise. Mr. Saitomo does them every year, and he's like totally dull. He just drags you around the entire campus and talks in that weird squeaky voice of his. Like, oh my god. I'll tell you everything you need to know. I smiled, trying to let this calm my nerves.
Thanks.
We headed down a hallway on the 3rd floor. Maya stopped us in front of a door number 325. That's our room. That's fantabulous.
Here we are.
Oh, I just used the freaking my Hana voice. I need to do that. See, the problem with these series is I actually have to come up with a voice for everybody. And then they all, like, there's always that one voice that annoys the crap out of everybody. And I don't know what to do with that, okay? A faint smell of potpourri wafted through the room. The walls, like the hallway, were a soft, powdery pink. The originality is real in this building. Mai already defaced them with tapestry of posters, magazine cutouts, and photographs. Some of the photos were of cats, but most of them were male models and rugged musicians. So, this game, are you serious? Are you really stereotyping girls right now? Like, what? A bunk bed, 2 writing desks with wooden chairs, a small dresser, and a mirrored vanity, all clearly provided by the school, were the only pieces of furniture in the tiny room. The top bunk was already covered in neatly tucked blankets and throw pillows and with clashing patterns and colors. Oh, excuse me. The bottom bunk had a single, stiff-looking pillow and a thin cotton blanket that I didn't need to touch to know it was horribly itchy. I must have grimaced because Mai quickly smiled at me. I brought way too many pillows and blankets. I always overpack. I went to Italy over break and Mom got really mad at me because I brought 5 bags, but we were the only there for a week. Gosh, I get way too excited about that voice and then I just read too fast. It's funny. She laughed, pulled several blankets and pillows from her bunk, and rearranged them neatly on mine. A sudden twinge of guilt and embarrassment hit me.
Perfection.
There, that's much better.
Thanks, Mai.
I placed my suitcase on the bottom bunk and began to unpack its contents. Several changes of clothes, pens and pencils, empty notebooks, a few photographs of my father, a dilapidated stuffed rabbit, an old portable radio, and a small black box. I opened the curtains and the sunlight poured in. So, where are you from? I slid the now empty suitcase under the bottom bunk.
About 2 hours north of here. It's a small town called Amaru. You probably haven't heard of it.
I set the stuffed rabbit, Mr. Bunny. That's adorable. On my bed beside a purple and teal throw pillow. Oh. Did you go to a different boarding school, or?
No, I went to public school down the street from my old house.
Really?
Public school? What? What was that like? Were students mean? Did you have lots of friends? I always went to private schools. My parents worked a lot, and my dad goes overseas, so I think they stuck me here for convenience. Oh, hey, what's that? I'd removed an ornately patterned origami crane from the black box. Origami crane got Michael Scofield up in this shindig. Oh my gosh. Hana, is like a relative of Michael Scofield. This is brilliant. From the black box, and was setting it on an unclaimed writing desk.
Oh, this? My mother made it for me a long time ago.
I set it beside a stack of thick textbooks, which I assumed were provided for me. Oh, wow. Oh no, Oh, okay. Wow, okay. It's so pretty. I've never seen paper like that before. Oh yeah, the lights. Let me get them. I went to her own desk, opened the drawer, and pulled out a long, tangled string of fairy lights. Okay. I thought these would look nice. Here, help me string them up. She grabbed a container of pushpins, then pulled her wooden desk chair out and over to one wall. I did the same with my own. Together, we pinned the lights around the perimeter of the room. How was the train ride over? Did you meet anyone?
No, not really. I was in a compartment with some guy and...
What? You have to tell me all about it. Oh my god. Some guy, huh? Was he cute? Stereotypical women. And guys, I guess. So stereotypical people. I don't know.
Oh, huh? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even get his name.
Mai seemed disappointed for a moment, then perked back up. You'll have to point him out to me if you ever see him again.
Oh, okay.
Once we finished stringing the lights, Mai climbed down from her chair and brushed her hair together triumphantly. Yeah! Done! Whoa! Yeah! We did it! Yeah, we got the freaking lights! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! That's pretty much what she was thinking when she just said the word done, you know? Okay, now it's time for lunch. The food here is pretty good. There's this ramen place down the street from campus, and it's like out of this world. But like the school only lets us leave campus on weekends. Mai walked to the window. I thought she said I thought it said that she walked out the window. I was like, whoa, whoa. We could go today because it's Sunday and it's pretty nice out, but I guess you might want to go to the caf since you just got here. We could... Whoa, that laughter scared me. She was suddenly interrupted by her own enthusiastic laughter. She is secretly a psychopath. I don't know if you guys knew. Oh my god, Mimi Santos totally just tripped outside and fell on her face. I saw it. Are we going to be like just referring to people by their full names? Mimi Santos. Or Santos or Santos or whatever. Santos. Oh, is that mean to laugh? Maybe I shouldn't have. It's okay as long as you do it behind her back, which you did clearly. So you're good. You're all good with me. I'm not going to say anything. Oh, well. Anyway, let's go eat. I'm totally, like, starved. Like, oh, my God. She let me out of the room before I could even had a chance to respond. The cafeteria was buzzing with students excited for the new year. Clearly, they must not have gone to the school. The only people as nervous looking as I felt were the tables of skittish, wide-eyed first years. I stepped into the line behind Mai, taking an empty plastic tray. We shuffled through, asking for helpings from the sulky cafeteria workers when we passed something that looked good. With full trays, Mai led me straight to the table in the back where a few students were already sitting. Mai sat down and I took a seat across from her. Oh, there's a girl with black hair. Who is this? She's got red eyes. She's Demon. She is Demon. Oh, now I have to come up with a new girl voice. I don't have very many girl voice. My two go-tos are High Voice and Gossip Girl. That's the only two I know. I can't come up with a third one. Like, hi, Mai, how was your break? That was terrible. It just sounded like, I don't even know. It was good. I went to Italy and Spain. Dad fell off a ski jet and broke his ankle, and I was so amused.
Uh-huh.
It's better now, though. Even though I filmed it and put it on YouTube, and it got viral. Oh, well, that's nice. I expected to be introduced, but the girl turned back to her group of friends, and Mai turned back to me. She began to assault her food with a fork and tell me, in practically minute-by-minute account, about her fleeting romance last summer with a boy she met on the beach that didn't go further than a few salty kisses. Ooh, salty kisses where they like kissing, and in between kisses they're like, you suck at Smash Bros. I don't know. I sat back and let Mai talk. I sat back and let Mai talk. For the first time since arriving on campus, I felt like I was finally able to breathe. Man, if the air is really that polluted, you may need to go to a different school. It's like, man, you're already like hours into the thing and you're just now able to breathe. Wow. I picked up my Brussels sprouts and studied Mai as she spoke. The more she talked, the more I began to notice small details about her, like that pimple on her chin, or everything. She had a high songbird voice. I've been doing her voice wrong this whole time.
What?
Anyway. She was dynamic, her face twisting the way into that exaggerated expressions as she spoke. Wow, she was like, what? Like she was reading your mind. It's like, she had a high songbird voice. And then she's like, what? What? I don't know. She laughed often. So she imitated people in widely unflattering voices, seemingly unrelated to her actual opinion of them. Okay, wow. So she's like bipolar right now. Like she's going from one emotion to the other as we're talking about her different emotions. But most notably, she talked a lot. I didn't find this particularly annoying as it filled the silence and she hardly ever asked questions that required my full attention. So cool, you can just tune her out. And what's really funny about her saying she didn't find it annoying is that you guys are probably finding my interpretation of the way she sounds annoying. And that's okay. Just as Mai was rounding off a shockingly detailed account of the time, she accidentally walked in on her friend's older brother in the act of changing. A flash of familiar green caught my eye. I glanced over.
Hey, that's him!
Huh? Who? I leaned across the table to whisper just in case she could hear me through the ambient chatter of the lunchroom.
The boy from the train! That's him!
What?
Jared?
What? Yeah, with the weird jacket and swoopy hair.
He just picked up his tray and was walking past us when something seemed to catch his eye. Oh, you. I looked up at him, suddenly realizing he was talking to me. Hana, I met you on the train. How are things settling down for you?
Really well. I found my roommate, and she's been helping me out. In fact, she's right here. I'm talking about her right in front of her face.
I gestured to Mai, who was thunderstruck. In fact, looking around, everyone was. Oh my gosh,
Jared is a popular, cute boy. What are we gonna do?
People stopped eating and turned to stare at Jared and me, my shoulders bunched around my neck. Well, if you ever need any help, I'll be around. 3rd year, right? I nodded.
All right.
Some of my friends are in that year. Of course, they can't compare to me, but I'll give them the heads up to look out for you. He flashed a dazzling smile, then winked. It's the least I can do for such a cute girl. Oh, wow, we're already being flirted on by Jared. Whoa. Well, I'll see you around. That seems to be his catchphrase. It's like both of the times that he's come up and left, he's like, I'll see you around. It's like, that's his thing. I don't know, like, I mean, that's like someone saying bye. It's like, wow, he says bye every time we stop talking. It must be his catchphrase. It's his thing. I just realized how stupid I sounded. Okay. I watched a torrent of thoughts raging through my head as he took a seat next to a bunch of guys who were all wearing the same jacket. That's Jared. She tore her eyes away from him and looked at me.
He's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
He's so cute. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do?
He's the most beautiful guy in school. Oh my. Whoa. 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 Just listen to this again.
Cute. Oh, Jared.
Are you okay, Mai? Is everything gonna be okay? I mean, like, I can leave the room. I mean, we can both go back to the dorm if you want. Okay, or you can go by yourself and do whatever you do. I don't know. I can't believe he just looked at me. I looked at Mai. Her cheeks were glowing an indecent pink.
Why do they all wear those jackets? Aren't all the guys supposed to wear the blue blazers as part of their uniform?
No, they're allowed to. They're. You know Jared? Oh, black hair girl. The girl turned back around and was looking at me with sudden interest. No, don't talk to her, Hana. Don't talk to her. She's using you. She is using you. Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything. But looking around, Maya and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody seemed to be listening in. They seemed so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt. Oh, we've got some choices here. No, we need to have ourselves seem like the cool people. Actually, no. I'll decide this in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this first episode of Asagao Academy. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe. If you like the episode, click the like button. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I don't really know how much of this I'm going to do. It's all dependent on what you guys think. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed the episode, leave a comment. Just let me know what you guys think. If you want me to change one of the characters' voices, just tell me, and I'll consider it, but probably won't end up changing anything because YOLO. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.